So now we're back here at the console area. And this is an area where it seems to me that oftentimes form is sacrificed for function. What I mean by that is this is where the people, first thing they go to when they go to a boat show or something like that, they go look at the console and look at all the fancy bling and that kind of stuff. And I think oftentimes people lose sight of really what's important on the console. And that's a number of things. First off, obviously, you want it comfortable and you want it to be able to fit your body shape. There are a number of ways you can do that. We do it here by putting two different kinds of footrests on the boat, footrest that's on the helm seat area, footrest that's right here, also allowing you to even tuck your feet up under the footrest a little bit so you feel locked in. Also, it's very important that when you're in that position that everything is easily reachable and that you can make moves quickly and without having to think about them. Okay, so your hands just naturally fall on the binnacle or the steering wheel. It's really easy to reach the switch panel, which is nice and labeled well. Okay, and it's lighted when you have the nav lights on, so you can see what what switches are what. You also want to be able to reach your multifunction display. Okay, it's just like driving a car, and that a lot of things can happen quickly on the water. You don't want to be distracted and reaching for things. Well, you should be paying attention to what's in front of you. Another thing you want to be mindful of is digital switches. And that seems to be all the rage these days. It is neat. Digital switching is being able to use the switches or control of electrical components on your boat through your MFD, your multifunction display up here. And you can touch those and turn on your bilge pump or what have you. And the functionality is neat, and it's trending towards where automobiles are right now. But nonetheless, I would rather, and a lot of times, be able to hop on the boat and do one thing to turn something on, to turn a light on, turn one of these switches on, and it's on. Remember, if you have digital switching, you're going to have to power up that display. You're going to probably have to go through a menu or two till you get to that switch for that light, and then you're going to have to click that. So it's just a lot of extra steps. Seems really neat, but in practicality, it might always not be what works best for you. Another thing that you want to make sure you have on the center console is lots of storage space. And that is for things like keys or your wallet or sunscreen, just things you're going to get to frequently. It's so much nicer to have them right here where you're doing or spending a lot of your day than having to go get those things out of a bag that's storage or buried in storage someplace among other lower bags. So on this boat, you have storage right here. You have additional storage here. You have storage up here as well in the hardtop on both fore and aft. You can never have enough storage around the console. There's so many little things that are nice to put in these areas that you want to be able to reach easily and without much hassle.